Hello guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Vera and I want to share my experience as a stay-home mom of 3 kids. 2 kids I had in less than 2 years. How it all started, my crazy life, my tips too on dealing with getting pregnant immediately after giving birth. I hope that when you watch this video that you can share your experience too in my comment section. Let's inspire each other to keep being the super moms that we already are. Also, do well to subscribe, like and share this video. So if you're interested in my motherhood journey, please keep watching. You're welcome back and thanks for staying. So a little introduction. I came to United States to live with my husband 2 years ago. The very month that I got here, I took in. Please know that I don't have any family or friends here with me. Just me and my hubby, who works almost every day. And then I got to meet my husband's BFF that really helped me when she could, because she works too. God bless her for me. So before coming to America, I thought as soon as I get here, I'll get a job, get to meet people and make friends, just live a normal life. But like they say, man proposed and God disposed. None of that was possible once I found out I was pregnant. That was how my boring and indoor life began. I can't even tell you how boring my life became. At some point, I started getting frustrated and depressed. Seriously, it was a struggle. With the pregnancy and adjusting my outdoor lifestyle, because I had a business before coming here and I operated the business 6 days a week. I was used to going to work in the morning and come home in the evening, and now to stay home morning till night every day, just me and nobody in the house, was tough. I was always on phone looking for any of my family members that's available to talk to me, as I was tired of sleeping or watching TV. In fact, I turned to unlikely hobbies. Some days I wake up in the morning and I bake or cook. Some days I make my wig. When I'm done, I lose it and start all over. Just anything that will keep me busy. I'm just so glad that I'm telling this story right now and not leaving it. So throughout the pregnancy, I struggled and managed however that I could. But one thing positive is that I was never sick. I really thank God for that. So fast forward to my delivery month, which was November 2019. I was overjoyed and all I wanted was just to hold my son in my arms. The delivery day came and I gave birth to a bouncing baby boy. I'm not even going to talk about the pains because I refused epidural and he weighed 9 pounds plus. But all of that disappeared immediately I held him. But I noticed immediately that he wasn't breathing well. I asked the nurse to check him because I felt something was wrong. And I felt something was wrong with his breathing. The nurse took him, did whatever they did, and confirmed that my son had Mechanium aspiration syndrome, which occurs when poop is inhaled by a newborn into the lungs through forceful gasps between or during or after delivery. It's a serious issue because if severe or untreated, it can cause the newborn to die. You guys, I cannot explain to you how and what I felt. Like my heart shattered. I never heard about that situation before. They said he needed oxygen to breathe, that he will be taken to NICU. That's neonatal intensive care unit. That's where babies with health problem or born early gets around the clock care from a team of experts. You guys, my heart broke. They gave us time to see him at NICU, unlike being in the same room with your baby. You know, when you give birth, you stay in the same room with your baby. That wasn't my case. Like seriously, motherhood is the sweetest and the toughest. What we go through during pregnancy and after pregnancy is too much. I hail all the mothers out there. So the nurses said he was responding to treatment when we came visiting later in the day, that he will be discharged with me or some days after I was discharged, and we were at peace. Then the day of my discharge, I think the doctor or the head nurse came into my room with a sad face. As soon as I saw her, like my heart skipped. She told me he he was getting worse and would be transferred to a bigger hospital as they didn't have enough equipment to treat him there. You guys, I almost fainted. Like, I've never cried like I did that day. She told me I'll be allowed to see him when they wheel him to the ambulance. I still remember that day like it was yesterday, how he was staring at me, like he was assuring me he will be fine. And I just bent and whispered to him. I just said, honey, please stay strong for me. And they left. So later in the day, Hobby and I drove to the new hospital. When we got there, he was just laying there, weak and helpless. And, I was just looking at him with the oxygen and tubes fixed to the mouth, nose, belly button, feet, everywhere. Oh my God. I just couldn't hold back tears. Like seeing my baby like that and knowing that there was nothing I could do for him really was the one that hurt me most. The nurse looked at me and said they would do everything they can to see my son get well. Just God bless her for me, seriously. Both the nurse and the doctors that took care of him. And also every health worker out there. They are truly our God sent, seriously. So the next 2 weeks was just prayer and faith that, saw us through the tears and fear of unknown. But true to the nurse words, they did a good job. And my son fought to stay strong for us. Because from that day, he started getting better. His health kept improving each day that we visited. And before we knew it, we were talking discharge. You guys, I have a diary where I wrote down each day's experience. Seriously, I pray no mother goes through what I went through. And I just thank God it ended in praise. So he stayed 2 weeks and was finally discharged. The day he came home, we cried and shouted and celebrated. But, this time it was tears of joy. I was so exhausted, but it didn't matter. Like nothing mattered. And thank God that my mother-in-law was there. She stayed with us 2 weeks and helped me. Like that 2 weeks was like 2 months for me. But she couldn't stay longer than that because she needed to go back to her job. So when she left, it was just me and the baby at home managing however we could. You guys, I thought I was going to rest at least for a while before having another baby. But no, 2 months later, I took in. I didn't think it was possible that, to be pregnant when your cycle and everything have not normalized. At first, I didn't know I was pregnant until after some months when I noticed that my son wasn't getting enough breast milk, plus other signs too. That was when it dawned on me that something was wrong. I went for pregnancy test and it came out strongly positive. I was worried and scared at the same time because I didn't know how to go the second missionary journey on my own with a baby this time. But motherly strength kicked in. I just knew I would have to take it one day at a time. I can't explain what the journey was like. It was tough, but God in his faithfulness did not let me go through anything out of ordinary. Then in my 3rd trimester, I went for lab and was told that I had gestational diabetes and was placed on diet. I had to check my sugar level 4 times a day and record for them. I made sure to follow the instructions because I didn't want any complications. So the day that I gave birth, my doctor was there and I kept asking questions. I was overcautious. Nobody wants to go through that twice. And let me tell you, Mechanium aspiration syndrome is a very serious issue. That's why I will advise any pregnant mother to be observative. Don't assume that they know it all. They do. I mean the doctors and nurses. But still listen to your motherly instinct. Ask questions. Speak out when you feel something is wrong. You can imagine if I didn't ask them to check his reading that day. The nurses in charge of that were about to leave when they were called back. Who knows what would have happened if he wasn't given urgent attention? It might be a different situation, God forbid. So just make sure to ask, okay? So I had the most successful delivery ever, the 3rd time. my little girl joined the family. She made me mother of 3. I love kids. Like, I love kids. I've always said I want to have 6 kids, 3 boys and 3 girls. But as much as I love kids, I have since changed my mind. It's not easy. Motherhood is the sweetest and the hardest, seriously. Women are stronger than they think, and we deserve most respect out of anybody that walks the earth, especially the mothers, because when you're a mother, you're just that person that works hard for your children's happiness and good growth from morning to night without any pay, without any holiday. Like, she works for the betterment of her child. She never demands for what she's doing. She will never complain about how restless she is. She puts efforts to bring her child or children best health, good education, good knowledge. You know, she's a mentor, cook, driver, teacher, caretaker, nurse. Oh my God, just one person. A mother will never put her child down, but finds every way to bring them up. I just pray for God's grace, strength, blessings, guidance, mercy, and above all, good health upon all of us mothers, so we can keep doing what we do best. Amen. It's well with us. If you find yourself pregnant again, don't think too much about it. Just take care of yourself, eat well, and rest as much as you can, and pray too. Before you know it, you're having your baby, and everything will take care of itself. The truth though is that it's not gonna be easy. Yes, from my experience, it didn't get easier after my little girl, but we made it to 4 months plus now. I will tell you all about it in my next video because this is getting too long. I will gist you how my crazy life has been since I had my 2 babies in less than 2 years. I hope that you share your experience in my comment section. Let's inspire and encourage each other. I love you all and thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and check that little bell icon so you get notified as soon as I drop a video just like this one. Like and share the video too. Take care of you. Be happy. That's the most important thing, and show more kindness anywhere you are. I'll see you all soon. Bye.